welcome back to Suhe Speaks, where we do all type of reaction and review. And today I'm going to be reviewing about one of my new favorite show for the season. It's called The Bear. I've already seen season 1 and I love season 1, and I was very excited to see season 2, and if it lived up to the hype it had leaving off from season 1. And let's get it started and we'll talk about it. Deep dive into this. This is going to contain spoiler. I'm going to break down per episode and what I felt throughout the whole thing. So if you haven't seen The Bear, stop right now and go see The Bear, because this show is so good. Let's get it started. So episode 1 starts off where Carmi and the crew, they're trying to renovate and remodel the whole shop after the whole burn fiasco. They need more money and they need to rebrand and do new things. And Sydney is the partner now, so it's a Carmi-Sydney collaboration. And they go and ask their uncle for another loan and tell them that, Carmi tells them if he's not able to pay it back in 18 months, he can keep the building. The building is valued at $200 million. I mean, not $200 million. $2 million. And the loan they're taking plus the Michael loan that originally his brother took out, I think is about $700,000-800,000. So they basically say that they're gonna have to open in the next 3 months, pass all the inspections, the permits and everything, in order for them to have, I guess, 12 months to 15 months to actually make any profit. And this is happening during COVID era and pandemic, where a lot of restaurants are closing down. So them opening a business and doing all this rebranding and changing, going from the original Chicago beef to the Bear, there's a lot of risk involved, and they show that they stress that and show how it affects them throughout the whole series, and they do it very brilliantly. Sydney has her own agenda with this. She wants a star. She wants to get a star because if you get a star, you get to be prestigious. People take you seriously and people will come to you seriously. It just doesn't matter. The chef, and as great as Carmi is, the protege, the next greatest chef and everything like that, a star basically stamps and makes it official. So Sydney wants that. And then Sydney basically sends her crew. They slowly are sending every single person, like Tina, Abraham, Marquez, even Richie, every single person in this show. And I really enjoyed that everyone got their moment to shine, moment to evolve, moment to grow. It starts with Tina and Abraham. And Tina basically goes and learns all these new ways to cut, and she comes back. Abraham basically runs away. He doesn't come back until later. There's a whole renovation happening, and Carmi opens the locker and finds a hat Michael left, and Richie's trying to fix the whole place, and he's like, I got this, let me do this, I got this. But every time Richie tries to do something, it just fucks up. There was molds in there, and I really enjoyed the sister Nat. She was a very bright spot to this season. Her character is great. I think she fit in perfectly. I don't remember her much from the first season. I felt like the first season, everybody that was in the kitchen and everybody surrounded with the beef originally was great. In this one, she really got to shine. We also see in episode 3, Carmi has his love interest back, Claire, and that's really the heavy focal point of Carmen in this season, where he is trying to balance his love life and his work life, and you can see the toll it took on him. And he really likes Claire. Claire really likes him. In the beginning, when he meets her, you could tell that he's hesitant to talk because he's going to get trapped. Not in a bad way, but he is not going to be himself, who is a ruthless killer and a machine when it comes to dishing out cuisine after cuisine. He gives her a fake number, and Sydney slowly sees that Carmi is, not giving 100% to how it originally was, and she's trying to make sure she keeps him on track. So you see a little fallout in there. Sydney is having internal struggles to find herself a dish and keeps failing. And then in episode 4, Nat tells Carmen that she's pregnant. The wall falls. Everybody finds out. And Richie goes, I knew it. We got what's his face? Adam Warlock. Yo, man, when I say glow up, this dude, what a glow up from where he comes from. Narnia, from where the Miller is. Wow, this guy's glow up. Okay, so so indirectly, Marcus is training with him, and he tells that he also worked at a restaurant, and then he saw himself to be the best, but then he saw another student who outbest him always, and they just became good friends and stuff. And I kind of knew it was Carmi. You find out a little later during the Richie episode. Marcus learns about dessert through him. It was a very nice moment, and every single character got their moment to shine. And episode 5 was more about Claire and Carmi, their relationship. Episode 6, this is where the series went from good to incredible. Episode 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Episode 6 was chaos. Is the entire Bear family. You get to meet Donna, the mom. You get to meet the uncles. You get to meet the cousins, the facts. You get to meet so many people. There's Jamie Lee Curtis in there, Better Call Saul, John Mulaney. Good actors there in here. Jamie Lee Curtis goes through some bipolar panic attacks. She's the mother, and I guess Carmi does resonate a lot like her. And it was chaos. This family is like every moment they get to fight. They love each other, but they also want each other's throat, and you could see that, and you see a lot of Michael. This is many days before Michael killed himself and he tried to burn the store down, and before Carmi. This is before Carmi went to New York, and this is what made Carmi go to New York and become the chef and leave everything because his family was toxic. Crazy. They're just crazy. So the entire family, you see episode 6 being a very chaotic chaos episode at the end, leading up to all this craziness, and Donna just ends up running or bends through the house. So much happened. Then episode 7 comes, and this episode was incredible. Up until now, I thought Richie was annoying, useless, in the way, just getting in his head, fucking up everything. Especially if you see episode 6, you see his wife and his relationship, and he's lying to her, blah, 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 whatever. Episode 7, Richie is working for the best restaurant, and he's being told to work clean forks, and he's not doing a good job. He's leaving smudges, and the people that are there, his connection with the crew, they tell him why they do it. One of them was a recovering alcoholic, and he does it because he feels a rush. He's sober now, and he says serving other people gives him more gratitude and makes him feel like he's doing a bigger purpose. And that resonates with Richie, and he sees how everybody around is a team. And he starts to get it. He He talks to his ex-wife, who said that her boyfriend proposed, and she wants to get married to him. And that basically just hits Richie, going like, I gotta change. And boy, did he change. Such a great episode, great redemption, great growth, and you see the pieces of the puzzle for Richie just coming together. Episode 8 is when everybody comes through together. They're trying to do one final push for the permits, and they're just having a discussion. It's like, when the Avengers get together. Episode 9 is just the last final push, making the dishes, making sure they pass the fire permit, the gas permit. And they got it. And then episode 10 was crazy. So episode 10 is the girls' friends and family opening, and they call everybody. It's like, the go time. There was chaos. They thought they had enough forks. They didn't, so they had to run for forks. Carmi was supposed to get the refrigerator fixed the whole time. Called Terry, Tony, whatever. Carmi keeps forgetting. And he talked to his uncle. He told uncle, I'm with Claire. And he said, hey, you need to choose. And it's basically saying, choose either your business or choose Claire, because you can't have it both. And Carmi basically not being himself, that killer instinct, got himself stuck in a situation where he got himself stuck in a walk-in freezer because he didn't call Tony or Terry. The one thing he's told Sydney he will be doing personally many times. And even Sydney said this in episode 9. Hey, you got to do this. And he completely forgot, bit him in the ass. And Sydney was about to have a panic attack. And then Richie said, hey, let me take over. I will be in charge and drive everything. Oh, man. And when Richie worked, magic. He was unbelievable. He wears suits now. He looks awesome. He was awesome. At the end, Carmi basically becomes his negative self. Claire comes and hears this conversation in the freezer saying, you know, I can't be with Claire. She's stopping me from being this killer, blah, blah, blah. Later on, Richie comes. Richie's like, why'd you make her cry? Why'd you make this poor girl cry? And Carmi loses on Richie. They just say awful words. And the show ends with Sydney puking. Dad is proud of her. Richie is smiling but also content with himself. And Carmi is this broken chaos. So yeah, season 2 was incredible. I thought everything from the character growth, I felt each character got more depth, more time to shine, and it's really hard to give a story. And for having the main 2 actors, which I feel was Sydney and Carmi, them to take a little backseat and let others shine. Like, I thought Richie is the best character in this season. Then I think Nad. I really like Marcus, like Tina. I liked every single person. There were other new people being introduced. The comedy is still there. I am excited for season 3. I cannot wait. I was surprised Hulu dropped every single episode. Thank you, but keep the suspense too. But I couldn't stop watching. This is a great show to binge. If you're a Bears fan, you know and you understand this show deserves to be on people's top tier list. Like, I wouldn't say it's top 10 show, but if somebody has it, I'm not gonna argue. Great writing, great characters, great story, sound. I enjoyed it from start to finish. It is such a wholesome, good show, chaotic, a mess, but it gives you that rush. You feel like you're on that drug, especially the whole atmosphere of the kitchen. It feels like the war room. And I love it. I cannot wait for season 3. Have you seen The Bear? What do you think? Like and subscribe. Comment below. Let's have a discussion. Can't wait for season 3. Richie's the best right now. I will see you later. Suhe. Peace.